Hey guys, good afternoon. My name is Jason Flame, host of the Master Motivation Podcast, and I'm back. It was just an hour ago I was on, but here I am again with my co-host for our Tuesday thoughts, Mr. Danny Cleary. What's up, Danny?
What's up? Glad to be back again doing our thing every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. I don't know, I'm a little sore today. I don't know about you, a little sore from our
I
workouts.
I am. I'm definitely feeling it, but it's a good kind of sore.
That's right. That's right. Well,
You'll
listen,
have, you'll have
our
to oh,
uh-oh.
you have to
Go ahead.
excuse me. I've lost my voice, so I'm working through it today.
All good, all good. You got that rough, rugged voice today. Our theme for today, our Tuesday thoughts is the word gifts. Let's talk about
Yeah.
gifts today.
So the reason that we chose this word today is because I do firmly believe that everybody has gifts and talents that they um some are blessed with just like natural nat things that come naturally to them, but also gifts and talents can come through hard work and development and passion, right? Like it's not like anybody's ever just born excellent at something. It takes hard work, dedication, perseverance to really get that. But the gift comes from the passion to be very good at it, or to maybe you pick something up quicker because of that love and desire for it. However, why we're talking about it today is I think that we live in a time where people struggle to use their gifts and talents to better themselves or better the world at large, because the world can be so busy and hectic. Our lives can be so busy and hectic. And luckily, you and I, we're very blessed in the form of um, what we do for our jobs kind of lets us be able to use our gifts on a pretty regular basis, right? Like, your one of your gifts is you're a great leader, great martial artist. You get to do that by leading your school, by teaching classes. I believe one of my gifts is speaking, public speaking about faith, things like that, motivating. And I get to do that with my job working as a youth minister every day. So we're very lucky. But some people, if they're working a job that doesn't necessarily have their isn't the focus isn't what they're very passionate or what they feel that their gifts are, but it's
Hmm.
how in your life can you fit your gifts and talents into what you do every day. Mhm. So, because I think that, and I think that what I want to kind of get on today for people is how can you find a way to fit time to use your gifts into your everyday life, even
Hmm.
if it's small at first? Because I use this analogy. I like I said, I work as a youth minister at the Catholic Church here in Moore Park, and I work with the confirmation program. And at that confirmation, we believe that you will get the gifts of the Holy Spirit, right? And I always tell the kids, getting a gift is one thing, right? Getting a gift is great, but using it is something entirely different. And I use the analogy of, if, say, your grandma for your birthday gave you a brand new remote control car, and it's the coolest looking car you've ever seen, and you open it up out of the box and then you put it on your desk and it just sits there, and you never go outside and drive it around and run it up the rocks or anything. It just sits there. You have it, and that's cool, but it's just sitting there. Are you really using that gift? Like, it's great and it's nice that you got it, but you're not using it,
Hmm.
right? You're not getting the joy or the fun out of using that gift. So I think that a lot of us, we have a lot of these great gifts and passions, but we just let them kind of sit dormant in our life because life gets busy or hectic, or we're
Hmm.
tired or whatever. So I think today my push, my thought, my motivation is, how can you use your gifts on a day-to-day basis, even in small ways at first? How can you share your gifts, share your passions with the world every single day?
These are great thoughts today, amazing thoughts, and I posted something. Not sure if it was today or yesterday, but I just pulled it up, and it goes right along with this. The things you are passionate about are not random; they are your calling. right? And
Right.
you have found your calling in what you do. I
Right.
have found my calling. We are so blessed and truly just
Right.
so amazing to be able to do this. And I encourage everybody to do the same. Is to, like you said, you could have that gift and it sits there and it looks really good, but unless you actually use it, and you know what's even better than having that toy all by yourself? Sharing it with your friends,
Sharing it with
letting
your
your
friends.
letting your friends, play with it,
Right.
share in it, right?
Right.
And I want to give a shout out real quick. This Facebook user, this is Juanita Cap, and she's been on, I think, a couple long flights, and she's watching us here commenting. So she says, "I agree. Our gifts are meant to be utilized for the greater good." 100%.
Amen.
Um, Something else that came to mind. It was a quote. We just had Martin Luther King Day, and there was a quote that my wife posted. I'm going to look that up, but go ahead and continue on with it with a couple more of your thoughts on that, Danny.
It really just comes down to being open to the idea of sharing, like you said. And I think that um when we get I'm gonna go back to the idea of ministry, and I'm even gonna tag wrestling into this for just a minute here. So bear with me, everyone, because if we get an idea or something we're excited about in like the ministry world, sometimes, like if I come up with a great game or a
Mm-hmm.
great talking point or something, sometimes like we get afraid to like say like what it is because we're
Mm-hmm.
afraid somebody else might use it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that like that is so like I remember when I was younger starting in youth group, like I'd come up with an idea and I would just like not tell anybody and keep it to myself because that was my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like that's so silly because if my goal for whatever it is that I'm creating, whatever it is I'm saying is to help inspire, why would I not have somebody that's dream, passion, goal, gift to also do that same thing to be able to use and put a twist on something that I came up with? It's not like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not an originator of tons of things. I've taken plenty of inspiration and stuff from things I've read online or seen other people do and maybe put
Mm-hmm.
my own spin on it. It's the same way in wrestling, right? When somebody does a move that we think is cool
Mm-hmm.
and like and they people are like, don't steal my move. It's like
Right.
we're if we are all here to share great ideas and to especially if the ideas and the things are to help make people's lives better, to help inspire others, to help the greater good, as our comment said, we should be willing to share those great things, share those gifts, like you were saying.
Hmm. Well, and in the martial arts industry or any other business industry, um, people are sometimes, we don't want to share something because someone else is going to get the credit for it,
Right,
right? It's just really interesting that the abundance versus scarcity mindset could limit you so much because there is plenty for everybody, right? And
right,
your gift can be given to everybody, and those people, think about it. When we do something really good, you do something really good for someone else, and that person passes it on, and that person passes it on. Imagine that ripple effect that it has, that could be so much greater than that one act that you've done yourself, right?
right. Well, and to just tie this in because I have to my faith, right? Is this last Sunday, right at Mass, we talked about the story of excuse my phone here. We talked about the story of John the Baptist, who was this guy who would baptize people because they would like
Mhm.
they were trying to come to the Christian faith. And his big thing that he would always do is not take any credit. He'd be very big on like, I'm doing this great stuff, but he'd direct people back to God, right? And so for me, I always try to look at like any great idea or any great thing that I do, like I am the vessel that's doing it, but I'm trying to do it for something bigger than myself. I'm not
Mhm.
trying to share my gifts, my talents, so that everybody can go, Danny is so wonderful and great. For me, it's a lot of like, why would Danny do that? And then look at my faith and help inspire that. But it's also, I'm doing it because I want to make people's lives better. I want to motivate people. I want to help other people. I want to make the world a better place when I leave it someday than when I came into it.
Mhm.
And if That should be, I think, if everybody lived and behaved in that manner, whether you have your faith or not, but just to leave the world a better place, man, I think we'd live in a lot better world.
Yeah, and here's that quote that I was trying to bring up, and this was a Martin Luther King Jr. Quote that my wife posted yesterday. It says, "Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?" And I think that ties directly into what are you doing for others with the gifts that you are blessed with.
Right. How are you sharing it?
So listen, this has been an amazing Tuesday Thoughts once again. I hope you guys are enjoying watching this live and will share this with other people. Please subscribe and follow the Master Motivation Podcast because I've got some great guests coming up, but we'll be here every single Tuesday. Danny and I will be here to talk with you about our next Tuesday Thoughts. So with that, Danny, any parting words?
Share your gifts, share your talents. The world needs them.
Love it. Well, go out and do it, guys. Make it a great day, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
Peace.